And there's some breaking news coming in from the United States, where the United Nations Security Council has voted to reimpose sanctions against Iran after Britain, France and Germany accused Tehran of violating the landmark agreement on managing its nuclear activities. Now, the snapback sanctions are likely to take effect by the end of this month. The snapback mechanism is part of Tehran's 2015 Iranian nuclear deal that it managed to strike with world powers that saw Tehran limit its enrichment of uranium in exchange for the lifting of economic sanctions. Now, this landmark 2015 agreement, any of those members of the deal could, of course, go and declare Iran to be in non-compliance with it, setting forth a clock that would ultimately snap back those UN sanctions. The last month, the E3 members, that is the European 3 members, had moved to trigger the snapback mechanism, which automatically reimposes all UN sanctions that were in effect before the nuclear deal. So this, of course, is the latest bit of information that is coming in. Remember, Iran had said that it was complying with the Iranian nuclear deal of 2015. But Donald Trump, in his first term in 2018, had described this deal as the worst negotiated deal in American history and had walked out of that deal. And now the United Nations Security Council has voted to reimpose sanctions against Iran for not being compliant with this 2015 Iranian nuclear deal that also goes by the name JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which the United States of America in 2018 under Trump had walked out of. And to tell us more as to what is happening at this moment at the UNSC, we are joined by my colleague Susan Tehrani. Susan, tell us more as to what's exactly happening and what sort of sanctions will now come into effect on Iran again.
These are widespread sanctions, the so-called snapback sanctions that Iran has been trying to prevent. We are getting some reports, although not confirmed, that Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has directly talked to President Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff, and he's asking for Resolution 2231 to be extended. Of course, it's very unlikely that that's going to happen because of this vote at the United Nations Security Council. It really ends months, if not years, of speculation on when this resolution would come to an end and how Iran would react. Now the ball is in Iran's court. The UK ambassador to the UN asked Iran, we urge Iran to act now. How Iran will respond is the question. Is it going to be compliance? Is it going to be confrontation? But one thing is for sure, if nothing is reached, no discussion is made, then by the end of the month, Iran is really going to feel the pinch of these sanctions and isolation and possibly tension in the Middle East region as well. That's something that many are concerned about. But nonetheless, it appears that the Security Council was unanimous in believing that Iran was simply not abiding by the JCPOA, as you mentioned, or the so-called Iran nuclear deal.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Susan Tehrani, for joining us with all those updates there. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.